Good evening, and welcome to the first meeting of the Joint Conference Committee on Higher Education for the 2025-2026 fiscal year. My name is Toby Stavisky, and I chair the Committee on Higher Education, and I'm delighted to be here with the co-chair, Assemblymember Hindman, and I look forward to working together to strengthen New York State's innovative higher education system.
Here, I have one. Okay. Thank you very much, Chair Stavisky. It's an honor to work with my Queens colleague, as we're both chairs of higher education, myself for the New York State Assembly. The Higher Education Committee has always worked well together, and we're excited at the opportunity to discuss the Assembly and Senate proposals in an open and transparent manner.
I am joined today by Senator Rachel May, Senator Robert Jackson, and the ranking minority member, Senator Joseph Griffo.
And I am joined today by my colleagues in the Assembly Majority, Assemblymember William Colton, Latrice Walker, Chair of the Election Law, Michael Salages, Deputy Majority Leader, and our alternates, Tommy John Schiavone and Gabriela Romero. Additionally, Ranker Assemblymember Robert Smullen is joining us from the Assembly Minority Conference, with Assemblymember Michael O'Reilly from Staten Island serving as an alternate.
The State Senate designates Beth LaMountain as our recording secretary.
The Assembly has designated Ashley Lutz as our recording secretary.
To summarize, before I get into the details, I know Senator Griffo wanted to make a statement, and anybody else who wants to say anything, yeah, this is the time. Okay. Senator Griffo from Utica.
Well, thank you, Chair Stavisky, both Madam Chairs. Appreciate the opportunity here today as we begin the conference committees, particularly in this important area. We've seen in the executive and the One House proposals this year historic levels of spending, and we see private colleges like Casanova, St. Rose as recent examples of closures, as many New York residents continue to struggle with the increased prices from eggs to utilities. We do have an obligation, particularly in this year's budget, to ensure that higher education, particularly all of our four-year campuses and community colleges, remain affordable and accessible options for New York students. I appreciate your leadership, Senator Stavisky, and your advocacy in that approach. Our state and community colleges really rely on sufficient operating building aid to thrive and to attract students. They have indicated that they need more base operating aid in order to continue to do this. We had shocking testimony in February from the community college leadership at the budget hearing, where they indicate that operating aid today is lower than it was 10 years ago, yet the costs confronting them continue to rise. It's an alarming trend, we feel, so we will take and must take the opportunity to ensure that these institutions of higher learning remain affordable and do not allow them to turn to tuition hikes, which would be burdensome for the students and families. And we also have to ensure that SUNY schools receive parity in funding with our CUNY colleagues. There was a bump in funding in the One House budgets for CUNY. I'm hopeful that we will continue to see parity in that regard. And when I look at parity, it's something that I have discussed before. I recognize and we appreciate the importance of Downstate Medical Center and what it means to the greater metropolitan area. But SUNY Upstate University Hospital also serves critical needs for the upstate economy and healthcare. It's a critical access hospital as well as a institution of higher learning. It's a premier medical center. And I think when you look at $1 billion going to SUNY Downstate and just a couple $100 million being allocated to SUNY Upstate, I think we really need to advocate and strive for parity in this year's budget for that. We can't wait, so we need to make that a priority, ensure that that type of approach and parity is achieved this year for SUNY Upstate as well as SUNY Downstate. And I would just say at the end that we continue to see college campuses and our students in situations where we want to make sure that we maintain their safety. And we continue to see anti-Semitic incidents, protests, and threats against Jewish students. We need to take action to ensure safety for all students on these campuses and to hold those who are creating havoc accountable. In the One House, we actually had a proposal that would mandate education on anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, and anti-Asian hate. I think that was a good thing that has been proposed and necessary. But we see no similar proposal right now for institutions of higher education, where I believe it is really needed now based upon what we've seen. So I look forward, chairs, to a productive conversation and a resolution for these issues and working to ensure and strengthen our higher education system in the state of New York. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Griffo. Let me just quickly respond. The Senate One House resolution included a $250 million appropriation for SUNY Downstate for capital and an exact similar amount, $250 million, in capital for Upstate. So I believe there is parity, and we look forward to trying to address these issues.
Madam Chair, if I could, though, I appreciate that, but it's over $1 billion that's been allocated between operating aid, capital aid for SUNY Downstate, when only $200 million. So it's more $1 billion to $200 million right now. That's the actual numbers. I do appreciate that, but I want to make sure the record reflects accurately, too. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Griffo.
Member Smullen?
Great. Thank you very much, Chair. I appreciate you for letting the Assembly minority speak today on this important higher education conference. First, I'd like Assemblymember Riley to hit our first points.
Sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Senator. So as we enter the final stages of budget negotiations, we urge the importance of those discussions happening on a five-way basis to ensure that the diverse perspectives of all New Yorkers are fully represented and valued. While we support the proposed increase in TAP eligibility, we must push further. The majority's proposal to raise the income threshold for dependent students from $125,000 to $150,000 is a step in the right direction. But adjustments to TAP awards themselves are long overdue to ensure that a college is truly affordable for working families. And to piggyback onto what Senator Griffo was discussing, we would love to see more done in regards to anti-Semitism and the other issues that are happening on our campuses across the state. We must support legislation like Assemblyman Rah, his bill A2376, also known as the Dismantling Student Anti-Semitism Act, to implement anti-Semitism awareness and prevention training at higher education institutions. We cannot stand by while hate continues to infiltrate our campuses. We need to make a safe environment for all our students. So thank you.
And to continue, community colleges remain a vital access point for higher education and workforce development, yet their funding is tied to unstable enrollment trends. The proposed increases in community college base aid at CUNY and SUNY are a positive step, but we must secure a long-term funding model that allows community colleges to plan for the future with confidence. The majority's decision to replace the Governor's New York Opportunity Promise Scholarship with the more inclusive New York College Access Program, and NYCAP, could be a major win for increasing the level of enrollment at our struggling community colleges. By removing arbitrary age restrictions and field of study requirements, NYCAP provides better accessibility to students seeking an associate degree and prosperity for their families. We hope that we can prioritize fiscal responsibility and spending restraint as economists and political experts urge times of caution. I look forward to working together through this open and transparent process to enact an on-time budget that exercises fiscal restraint while addressing college affordability that is impacting all New Yorkers. Thank you very much.
Senator May.
Thank you, Chair Stavisky, and thank you, Senator Griffo, for lifting up Upstate University Hospital. I will mention that the governor put $200 million in her budget, and we are adding $250 million, which is the total that Upstate asked for this year. Upstate is the burn center, the poison center, the level 1 trauma center, and the children's hospital for very large areas of upstate New York, and this will allow them to build a new emergency department, which they sorely need. So I'm grateful to my colleagues for advocating for this, my colleagues from downstate as well as upstate for advocating for this funding. I also just want to put in a word for Senator Stavisky's bill that would provide TAP for non-matriculated students. Syracuse University in my district has a wonderful program called Inclusive U for students with developmental disabilities. And this would allow them to, more such students to attend inclusive higher education programs like this one, which really are transformative in their lives and in the lives of the other students at Syracuse University. I'm pleased that we have put $2.5 million in the budget for programs like this, but I hope that we can move forward with offering TAP to these students as well. And I look forward to the rest of the comments. Thank you.
Assemblymember Shivani.
Thank you, Chair. I'm pleased to join my colleagues to discuss matters of higher education in this state. New York has long been recognized as leading the nation in public education. As an educator for over 30 years and a graduate of the SUNY schools, both undergraduate and graduate, I'm aware of the impact that public education creates for young people across this state. The SUNY and CUNY systems continue to offer affordable yet comprehensive education to produce competent, competitive, and ethically minded individuals that enrich our communities and the economy. I'm pleased with this budget. One particular thing two things that I'd like to point out that I think are noteworthy, the $300 million increase that the Assembly has added for critical maintenance. For far too long, our SUNY systems have been not funded historically, going back several years. In addition to that, the $600 million for SUNY research, which is absolutely imperative in this state. There's a lot to talk about, and I look forward to the rest of the comments. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. I'm not going to list the agencies affected by this discussion. However, some of the highlights of the Senate One House resolution are we propose to increase operational and capital funding for higher education sector and the Council on the Arts. Some highlights of the Senate proposal passed last Monday for CUNY. It includes adding a 5-year capital plan that guarantees a minimum of $1 billion annually. It allows the CUNY administration to plan for the next 5 years. We add a $40.3 million in additional support for the fringe benefits as a result of the contract between CUNY and its faculty union. And we add $34 million for additional flexible operating assistance to fully fund the Professional Staff Congress's contract that was signed recently and approved. For SUNY, it includes the same 5-year capital plan, and it guarantees a $1.5 billion appropriation for each year, a minimum amount each year of $1.5 billion. We also add $250 million in additional capital, as I said, for SUNY Downstate, as well as Upstate. And it includes a and it includes for HECAP a $50 million allocation for capital construction for the independent HECAP eligible institutions. For the Higher Education Services Corporation, we add $10 million for the mental health loan repayment program. For the office in the State Education Department, for the Office of Higher Education, we add $18.8 million for Bundy Aid to restore the appropriation to the fiscal year, state fiscal year 2023-24 levels. For the Council on the Arts, we add $65 million in additional funding for arts grants, and we add $35 million in additional capital funding. And for Article 7, we add Part NN, which is TAP for homeless students, sponsored by Senator Jackson, who is here. This is a part of this panel, and grants for its independent status for students who are considered homeless to help maximize, the TAP awards. And for ELFA, we make a number of TAP recommendations as well, both for the emergency contraception vending machine legislation, which requires all SUNY and CUNY schools to have a working vending machine that dispenses emergency contraception, and let's see. And the conclusion is that we have added quite a bit to the governor's already good budget, and we look forward to negotiating this budget with the Assembly and the governor.
At this time, I would just like to go over the highlights of the Assembly One House proposal as we look to increase college affordability while providing essential and ongoing support to SUNY and CUNY. Some of our highlights include creating for the New York College Access Program for $207 million to provide tuition-free associate's degrees for SUNY and CUNY students. Providing an additional $30 million for SUNY and $20 million for CUNY community colleges for the 2025-2026 academic year. Forgiving the cost SUNY hospital debt service, saving the SUNY hospitals $70 million. Providing $34 million for CUNY collective bargaining costs. Restoring and providing a 3% increase over last fall for all opportunity programs, an increase of $15.2 million over the executive. Providing increases of $1.4 billion for SUNY and $700 million for CUNY in capital funding, and providing $40 million for an additional round of the Higher Education Capital Matching Grants Program, HECAP, and providing $46.3 million to increase the income eligibility for the Tuition Assistance Program, TAP, and Excelsior Scholarship from $125,000 to $150,000. I just also wanted to add that New York State will continue to uplift our higher education sector as cuts come down from the federal government through executive orders and short-term plans. We will continue to uplift the state of New York and all of those who attend our higher education institutions in this state. Okay, and that concludes
And that concludes
the Higher Education Subcommittee.
the
Thank
Higher
you.
Education Subcommittee. Thank you.
Thank you.